Before we start, I would like you to hit that red subscribe button so that you never miss out on any of our videos. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to a massive phenomenon. 5. Tombed leopards. Many Etruscans were buried in large communal burial sites known as necropolises, cities of the dead. Some of these contain complex tombs that were cut from the rock and decorated to make fitting homes for the deceased. The Tomb of Leopards is named for a painting of two leopards that face each other near the ceiling of the tomb. Below them, there are images of people enjoying a banquet. A woman and a man share each of the dining couches. The diners wear wreaths and are surrounded by food, musicians, and dancing. The meaning of this banquet scene is controversial. Was this a representation of the Etruscan afterlife? We have seen how Etruscan sarcophagi show the dead in similar positions. Or was this the representation of a meal that would be held in honor of the dead? Not all tomb paintings are as sedate as this banquet. One tomb, known as the Tomb of Whipping, shows a man whipping as a lady as she bends toward a fight another man. 4. Monteleone chariot. It is rare for a chariot from the ancient world to survive in anything like its original state. However, the Monteleone chariot, dating from 530 BC, is one of the best preserved in the world and shows the artistic capabilities of the Etruscans. The chariot owes its survival to having been buried in a tomb and remaining undisturbed until the owner of the land accidentally broke into the grave. It was then dismantled and sold to the Metropolitan Museum of New York. The chariot would once have been made of wood with thin sheets of decorated bronze covering it. These show the hero Achilles being given armor by his divine mother Thetis. Alongside the bronze, there were inlays of ivory, amber, and glass. Close examination of the chariot shows that at some point before it was buried, it had been in a serious accident. It was then repaired to be included in the burial. The Etruscans were generous to their dead, but apparently not that generous to warrant a new chariot. 3. Etruscan jewelry. The Etruscans profited in many ways from a vast trading network that brought in not only wealth but also imported goods and skilled craft workers from other civilizations. Many of these influences can be seen in the jewelry that the Etruscans wore. Most was made in high-purity gold that was decorated with complex designs. Many pieces of gold show motifs derived from Greek legends, but Egyptian scarabs can also be found. The Volci set of jewelry housed in the Metropolitan Museum was discovered in Etruscan grave dating from the 5th century BC. There are 10 pieces of jewelry in all, and they are made mostly of gold. They include a large necklace with 11 glass pendants, 2 earrings with rock crystal, and a series of brooches. The rings have carved stones showing gods' heads and a youth with a sword. Etruscan jewelers would sometimes use exotic materials in their designs. Amber, which could be carved into delicate forms, would have been imported all the way from the Baltic Sea in the north. Number 2. Etruscan Gold Book. The Etruscans did not stay in northern Italy. Artifacts from the Etruscans have been found around the Mediterranean and up into the Black Sea area. It is likely that some of these were carried by Etruscan traders and may even have accompanied Etruscan settlers looking for new homes. That may explain how one of the world's most extraordinary books ended up in Bulgaria. The book, some scholars would dispute it meets the definition of a book, is formed from 6 sheets of gold that were bound together by 2 rings. The sheets contain many strange images of a mermaid, priests, a horse rider, and harps. Around the images are Etruscan inscriptions. What do these golden plates mean? Other examples of golden plates found in tombs across the Greek world contains texts related to the cult of Orphism. This belief offered a way for the dead to live forever in the afterlife by teaching them magical spells and instructions. Precisely what the Etruscan text says remains to be seen. The translation of Etruscan has been helped by a further series of golden plates from Pergi that contains a bilingual text written in both Etruscan and Phoenician. These texts seem to relate into a religious event, but are also important for showing how cosmopolitan the Etruscans were in their dealings with other cultures. Number 1. Chimera of Arezzo. The Capitoline wolf is one of the most famous statues in Rome. It shows a female wolf with large breasts. Underneath the base, 2 small boys, the founders of Rome, Romulus and Remus are suckling. While it seems to be the perfect symbol of ancient Rome, it is not. The figures of the children were added in the Renaissance, and the wolf herself is probably Etruscan in origin, though some researchers think it dates from the 11th century AD. This is one animal sculpture that is undoubtedly Etruscan, and it's considered to be the greatest expression of their artistry that survives. The Chimera of Arezzo dates from around 400 BC and was rediscovered in 1553 with other Etruscan votive offerings. The chimera was a terrifying beast from Greek mythology, with a head and body of a lion, the head of a goat sprouting from its back, and a biting viper for a tail. According to a legend, the monster was killed by the hero Bellerophon, riding on the winged horse Pegasus. There was probably a bronze statue of Bellerophon that accompanied the chimera. The discovery of this work sparked renewed interest in Etruscans. The famed sculptor Benvenuto Cellini recorded how, when it was discovered, the Duke of Tuscany, Cosimo de' Medici, spent hours delicately cleaning it with small tools and took the symbol of the chimera as his own. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our videos in the future. Also watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.